So, since my race of women cannot leave race out of it, I might as well talk about a racist blue pilled versus a racist red pilled. Because obviously, my race of women want weaker men than me to continue to keep using the race card. Cultural appropriation bullshit to keep racist prejudice, hatefulness alive. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't racist red pills, there aren't racist MGTOW. I'm saying there's more racist blue pills. As for a racist MGTOW, a racist red pill, I still have yet to see. Now, I could understand why a female would consider a red pill or a MGTOW racist. But then, the red pill man actually thinks for himself. He'll want the backstory of what really happened. He'll want the facts. More so on the guy's side than the female side, because the narrative has been pushed so fucking hard that we already know what the female side is going to say. Yes, there are cases where, but that's the reason why men decide to depend on facts more than feelings. Because, I could use my feelings too and falsely accuse a female doing something. I'm not going to be believed at all. But even if it wasn't a false claim, I still wouldn't be believed. Because how could a female be that fucking monstrous? How could a female be that evil? But let me explain to you why I think a red pill or a MGTOW would be racist. And it's not to actually be hateful towards a race that isn't his. Because even in his race, there is actually sickos. I got sickos in my race. White people have sickos in their race. Black people have sickos in their race. Mexican people have sickos in their race. Asian people have sickos in their race. Persians have sickos in their race. And when I say white people, I actually mean every country in the world that's got white people in it. So, if you're going to try and fucking nitpick out, the races in the world, just drop it. When I say white, I mean every white country in the world. All right? But anyway. Yes. Men will undoubtedly want to fucking murder a sicko. And yes, their hate will come out. But it's because that person is a fucking sicko. That's understandable racism, prejudice, true hate. That's understandable. But a blue-pilled racist, a blue-pilled prejudice man. He doesn't want facts. He doesn't want the backstory. He wants to get rid of the man that is accused. was said sicko as shit because he wants that female to himself. So he's obviously gonna fucking believe her, even if she's fucking lying. Even if there's CCTV to prove the other guy's innocence, he ain't gonna give a fuck. He's been indoctrinated that heavily to dismiss all the fucking evidence that just bitch slapped him in his face 1,000,000 times. He's still gonna consider that innocent man a fucking sicko just because he wants that female who said this is what this guy did. And all because he rejected her, he didn't want nothing to do with her. He realized she was no good to him. All she wanted him for was resources. And she couldn't handle rejection, so she made up fucking lies, defamated his character, slandered him every which way possible, shamed him every which way possible. But you see, this is why I'm saying the manosphere seriously needs to give up on the separation of race, even within the manosphere, because that is the feminist stronghold, foothold into keeping men divided. Yes, we all have our different cultures and all that BS, and I've had a lot of guys, want to preach their church stuff, it's not that I want them to shut up, nobody wants to hear me preach about my culture, how we pray, how we sing, how we dance, how we treat others as humans. The only time I really want to talk about that is if someone asks me. I won't just go up to someone and be like, hey, blah, 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 hey, come on, this way. Oh, no. See, I'm tired of the fucking narrative. Everyone is. Especially innocent men. Especially men who are tired of the way this system is. I'm only speaking on this because I'm sick and tired of my race of women using the race card. Every fucking video I see every fucking day on social media. Even indigenous so-called men are using the fucking race card. They're not using it to make the world a better place. They're using it to keep the world more fucked up. Yes, they're bringing aware. Fuck, we're already where there's racism. There's hate in this world. It's 2021. We know that's here. We understand. All right? If you ain't got nothing else of worth to spread online to make this a better world, please shut your shit down. This negativity needs to fucking end, period. I got a shit ton of fucking bad memories from that Christian private school the government forced me to be at. Fuck, I would love to fucking just talk about it all day, every day. Never stop reminding people how I was treated. What does that benefit anyone? Nothing. Except more of them want to ignore me. Fuck, we're tired of hearing you complain about this. Same thing every day, day in, day out. Share a memory where before you share something good, show us why we should still have faith in humanity. I avoided that type of fucking conversation. I decided to focus on self-improvement, finding other men who were sick and tired of hearing it every day from females of their races, of other races. Oh, we gotta make awareness that racism still exists, hate still exists, only men have this and that, blah. Guess what? I just saw a video from a female in Iran bawling about how you females in America get to fuck who you want. And she can't just love just anybody. She's talking about you females being able to have all sorts of type of fucking penises and phalluses in your fucking orifices. And yet she's complaining about not being able to love just anyone. And you'll want to bawl about how you're being mistreated here in America by another race. How men are keeping you oppressed. This and that. What? I am indigenous to America. 4 bloodlines, all indigenous. I'm quarter of each type of indigenous people that are in America. That don't make me a full blood of one type of indigenous. But yeah, I've learned what I could from the cultures of my bloodlines come from. I've understood the differences and similarities between how males and females interact with each other in society. And the one similarity between the native culture and the culture of today is men are shamed in one aspect. Females aren't shamed. But, the only type of female that isn't used to rejection is a female that didn't grow up in my cultures, one of my cultures. So that's kind of a downside to the non-indigenous females. But for the indigenous females that didn't grow up indoctrinated with my culture and indoctrinated with feminism, they're not going to understand shaming a man for rejecting a female. They're not going to understand society shaming a male for rejecting a female. They are going to understand society shaming a male for pursuing a female and being rejected. See, I experienced part of my culture when I was a kid. I had a lot of girls ask me to do this, do that. I had females, grown-ass females when I was a kid tell me, oh, you're quite the ladies' man. She likes you. You know, me being a little kid then, being all proud and shit. But you see, females got tired of me rejecting them. They started getting scared because they started getting violent. And I said I'd rather fight other boys than be beat up by other girls. So I was called gay for that too. And this was in my own race. This was before the internet. When I say before the internet, I'm talking about the 80s. There is no video history of how girls treated boys in the 80s. Today, there's fucking cameras all over the place. And parents wonder why nobody wants to be outside anymore. And it's not because of the online access they have for the kids to play video games or for social media interaction. I stopped going outside after being pursued by 3 or 4 females I rejected who wanted to beat me up for it. Even my grandma got mad at me for that. She tried calling me a coward. And I said, hey, you have the cops to go to. 4 or 5 guys want to fucking take you against your will. I don't have nothing. My mom don't even care about me. You want to call me a coward for running from girls? Why do you want me living with you? Is it because my mom's getting child support from my dad? My grandma had me shipped off to my dad when I said that to her. Then when child support was about to be stopped, my mom wanted me back. So she can keep getting child support. My grandma never apologized. But she never talked to me that way ever again. I'm very fucking serious about why the race card needs to be fucking abolished.